The English countryside slumbered under a blanket of mist, the first light of dawn casting a golden hue over the rolling hills and meadows. Birds began their morning chorus, their songs mingling with the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. The air was crisp and fresh, filled with the earthy scent of dew-kissed grass and blooming wildflowers. It was a scene of serene beauty, untouched by the hustle and bustle of modern life. It was a time of simple living, where the rhythms of life were dictated by the changing seasons and the rising and setting of the sun. The villagers of Woolpit, a small medieval settlement, lived in harmony with nature, their days filled with the tasks of farming, crafting and tending to their homes. Life was hard, but it was also fulfilling, with a strong sense of community and shared purpose. The year was 1100 AD, a time when the world was much simpler, yet also more mysterious. The village of Woolpit, with its thatched roof cottages and cobblestone streets, seemed like a place out of a fairy tale. The villagers went about their daily routines, unaware of the changes and challenges that lay ahead. They were content in their small corner of the world, where time seemed to stand still. Fields stretched out like a patchwork quilt, each piece a different shade of green or gold, depending on the crop and the time of year. The land was fertile and bountiful, providing the villagers with everything they needed to survive. From dawn till dusk, they worked the fields, planting, tending, and harvesting their crops. It was a labor of love passed down through generations, a testament to their resilience and dedication. Sunlight glinted off the river Lark, its waters sparkling like a ribbon of silver as it wound its way through the countryside. The river was the lifeblood of the village, providing water for drinking, cooking, and irrigation. It was also a place of recreation, where children played and villagers gathered to wash their clothes and share stories. The river connected them to the land and to each other, a constant presence in their lives. The village of Woolpit bustled with activity. Farmers tended their crops, their hands calloused from years of hard work. Blacksmiths hammered iron, their forges glowing with the heat of the fire. The sound of hammers striking metal echoed through the village, a rhythmic reminder of the industriousness of its people. Each person had a role to play, and together they formed a tight-knit community, bound by tradition and mutual support. Children's laughter echoed through the lanes, a joyful sound that brought life to the village. They played games, chased each other through the fields, and listened to the stories of their elders. Their innocence and energy were a source of hope and renewal, a reminder of the cycle of life that continued unabated. Life was peaceful, predictable, and filled with moments of simple joy. But beneath the surface of tranquility, a mystery was brewing. Strange occurrences began to unsettle the villagers, whispers of the unknown spreading like wildfire. Shadows seemed to move on their own, and eerie sounds filled the night. The once peaceful village was now tinged with an air of unease, as if the land itself was trying to reveal a hidden secret. The villagers could sense that something was amiss, but they could not yet grasp the full extent of the mystery. A secret that would ripple through the ages, leaving its mark on the history of Woolpit and its people. It was a tale of wonder and intrigue, a story that would be passed down through generations, growing more fantastical with each retelling. The tranquil countryside, with its serene beauty and simple way of life, was now the backdrop for a mystery that would captivate the imagination of all who heard it. And so the legend of Woolpit began, a testament to the enduring power of storytelling and the mysteries that lie just beneath the surface of everyday life. The harvest season was in full swing. Villagers were working near a wolf pit. It was a deep, unforgiving trap. Suddenly they heard a noise. It was a strange whimpering. Cautiously, they approached the pit. Two children were huddled at the bottom, a boy and a girl. They were terrified. But that wasn't the most unsettling part. Their skin was green. Word spread like wildfire. Green children found in the wolf pit. What did it mean? The villagers gathered around the pit. They peered down at the strange sight. The children were dressed in unfamiliar clothes. Their language was odd. No one could understand their words. They seemed to be from another world. The children were scared and hungry. They refused all food and drink. They cowered at the villagers' touch. Their eyes darted around in fear. Days turned into weeks. The children remained a mystery. Were they fairies? demons? No one knew. But one thing was certain, their arrival was an omen. But good or bad, no one could tell. Section 5. Beans and bread. One day a miracle happened. The children discovered beans. They devoured them eagerly. They ate them raw. This strange diet was their only sustenance. Slowly they began to accept bread and water. They started to understand the villagers. Their fear began to subside. The villagers in turn grew fond of the strange children. Section 6. The Color of Change. As time passed, something even stranger occurred. The green tint of their skin began to fade. It was as if they were adapting to their new environment. Their green language faded too. They learned to speak English. The boy, it turned out, was named John. The girl was called Agnes. They were beginning to feel at home. Section 7. A Glimpse of Home. In this chapter we delve into the enchanting tale of John and Agnes, two children whose story has been passed down through generations. Their journey begins in a land unlike any other, a place shrouded in mystery and wonder. One day John and Agnes shared their story with the villagers. The children spoke with a sense of awe and nostalgia, their eyes lighting up as they recounted their experiences. The villagers, intrigued and captivated, gathered around to listen, their faces reflecting a mix of curiosity and disbelief. They spoke of a land of perpetual twilight, where the sun never fully set, casting a magical glow over everything. The sky was painted in hues of purple and gold, creating an ethereal atmosphere that seemed to exist outside the bounds of time. They called it St. Martin's Land, a name that evoked a sense of ancient mystery. According to John and Agnes, this land was hidden from the rest of the world, accessible only to those who knew its secrets. The villagers listened intently, their imaginations running wild with the possibilities of such a place. Everything there was green, they said. The fields, the forests, and the hills were all covered in a lush, verdant blanket. It was as if the very essence of life itself was infused with the color green, creating a landscape that was both vibrant and serene. The people, the houses, even the sun. In St. Martin's Land, green was not just a color, but a way of life. The inhabitants wore green clothing, their houses were painted in various shades of green, and even the sunlight seemed to have a greenish tint, casting a unique glow over everything it touched. They spoke of a shimmering river that wound its way through the land, its waters sparkling like liquid silver in the twilight. This river was the lifeblood of St. Martin's Land, providing sustenance and beauty to all who lived there. One day they followed its course, driven by a sense of adventure and curiosity. The river seemed to call to them, its gentle murmur guiding them on their journey. They walked for hours, the landscape changing subtly around them as they ventured further from their home. They stumbled upon a cave. Curious, they entered. Everything went dark. The cave was a place of shadows and echoes, its depths unknown and unexplored. As they ventured deeper, the light from the entrance faded, leaving them in complete darkness. It was a moment of fear and excitement, a step into the unknown. When they emerged, they were in Woolpit. The bright daylight was a stark contrast to the darkness of the cave, and the familiar sights and sounds of the village greeted them. It was as if they had travelled through time and space, returning to a world that was both familiar and strange. Their story, a glimpse of home, left the villagers in awe, pondering the mysteries of St. Martin's Land. Section 8. The Land of Eternal Twilight. The villagers listened intently. Could such a place exist? A land where the sun never fully rose, where everything was bathed in an emerald glow? Was it a parallel world, a hidden dimension? Or were the children simply delirious? Their story was fantastical, unbelievable. Yet there they were, living proof of its possibility. Section 9. A Mystery Endures. John and Agnes lived out their days in Woolpit. They were integrated into village life, but their story never faded. It was passed down through generations, whispered around hearths, recounted in hushed tones. The Green Children of Woolpit became a legend, a tale of the unknown, a reminder that the world is full of mysteries. Section 10. Echoes of the Past. Today, the mystery remains. Woolpit, a quaint village nestled in the English countryside, holds a secret that has puzzled historians and storytellers for centuries. The tale of the Green Children of Woolpit is one that has been passed down through generations, each retelling adding a layer of intrigue and wonder. Was it a true account or a figment of imagination? The story begins in the 12th century when two children, a brother and sister, were found near the village. They spoke an unknown language and wore strange clothing. Most astonishingly, their skin was tinged green. Were the children travelers from another world or simply lost souls? We may never know. Some believe they came from a subterranean world, while others think they were Flemish orphans suffering from chlorosis, a condition that can cause a greenish tint to the skin. But their story continues to captivate. The children eventually learned English and recounted their tale. They claimed to come from a land where the sun never shone and everything was bathed in twilight. This mysterious land, they said, was separated from ours by a river of light. It reminds us that even in the most ordinary of places, the extraordinary can occur. Woolpit, with its serene landscapes and peaceful ambience, seems an unlikely setting for such a fantastical tale. Yet it is here that the story of the Green Children has taken root, becoming an integral part of the village's identity. The Green Children of Woolpit remain an enigma. Their story has inspired countless theories, from extraterrestrial visitors to parallel dimensions. Each theory, while fascinating, only adds to the mystery, a testament to the enduring power of the unknown. The tale of the Green Children is a reminder of the mysteries that lie just beneath the surface of our everyday lives. It challenges us to look beyond the ordinary and to embrace the wonder and curiosity that such stories inspire. In Woolpit, the echoes of the past continue to resonate, inviting us to ponder the unknown and to celebrate the rich tapestry of human imagination.